Well, May 3rd, and I think we're going to try to plant some corn today. We need to work some ground, but everything should be on the planter. We want to get it out, get some seed in it, and get some fertilizer in it, and hook the fertilizer cart up behind it, and see if we can't get some seed in the ground. Just trial days are always a mess, though. I don't know how much I'll get to film. We have to be keeping an eye on things, but it's something that's got to get done. But in a perfect world, trial goes perfect and we just keep on socking corn in. But we'll see how everything acts. Usually there's a couple kinks to work out, and we got a lot of new things on it this year that we have to try to figure out and get dialed in. But I think we're gonna be off here. We had a little rain a couple nights ago, and that really helped to actually get down in the ground and finish melting stuff off. A couple farmers have said they needed a rain that started. They got some sandy ground planted, but that rain really did the trick. So we're gonna be off here and give videos of what I can.
Fertilizer that mixes in with the starter. SureCrop. He's out of Kansas. So he had a little bit of a drive to get here. His name's Doug. Really nice guy. Stellar guy, actually. So we have to mix that in as we put our starter in. And we got a couple raindrops. It's real dark to the south here. Just a couple raindrops, relatively dry to the west, but there is a 60% chance of rain tonight now. So I don't know if we're still planning on doing a trial run, if we're gonna hold off till tomorrow, if it gets too wet, maybe Saturday. We might still try it today. Nope. Rain delay. Not doing a trial. Sorry for the teaser. I'm gonna show you here. So we did you have to crank them open, run stuff through it, and then you turn them back. So we're just kind of guessing roughly where we think we need them, and then we can adjust them in the field based on the rates we're applying. So this one here is the starter that goes in the firmers in the seed trench. So you can turn it with this wrench, or this way, whichever way you want to turn it. I'm gonna leave it around 4 right now, and then this one's at like 6. You can actually put it this way. You could turn them, and whenever you got them where you want them, then you lock them down with this this nut right here. I'll lock them down. I'm gonna tighten that up. We put some of this SureCrop stuff into this tank. We're gonna pump them maybe the equivalency, because this is gonna go on at like a 1 gallon to the acre rate. The starter's gonna go on to about a 5 gallon an acre rate or somewhere's in there. And then I wanna say, off the top of my head, I don't know, the 32 is gonna go in there at, say, 12 gallons, 15 at the most, I think, to the acre, 15 gallon, 12 gallons. I think we're aiming for like 11 or 12 gallons to the acre. So that's why we set that one just a little faster. But like I said, we're gonna have to play with it when we get in the field. But we're gonna try to get that hooked up. We'll wait to hook that up till we're ready to go in the field, because you can about imagine how hard it is to back this thing hooked up to that thing. Even just backing up hay racks can be tricky to some people, but you get that behind a planter that moves in a hitch, it's a little much. So that way we can still get this pulled in the shed tonight before it rains. It's quite the thunderstorm, and thought about working ground, but we don't like to, because our ground gets really crusty and really packed if you work it, and then it gets pounded rain on it, and it looks like it's gonna pound rain. I will, well heck, I'll take a screenshot of the radar and I'll put it right here. You can see that, I'll put that in there, and I put a little X about where we are. It's hard to do, just use Snapchat to do that. So yeah, we're gonna get, that holds about 100 units. Gonna put about 20 on each side. There's no sense to tote all that extra weight around. We're gonna have to come back quite often to fill up this and the 32, so there's no sense to tote all that extra weight around and compact, and you have to worry about getting stuck, and it's just that much more. No thanks. We'll just have the tender set up. We'll be able to put seed in as needed anytime we come back for the fertilizer. We also topped off the air conditioner on this rig. It was cold, just wasn't cold, if that makes any sense. So there's the air conditioner on the 8120, just top that off, and we got to get his iPad put back in here, and Got the harness up here. There's a splitter, goes over the cab, back in, and that runs the it tells, I think it talks to the 2020 and or his iPad to tell the planter where it is based on the GPS. And you measure how high the GPS is off the ground. You measure where your GPS is from your rear axle. Oh, just got an alert saying rain will begin at 4:45 p.m. and this thing's been scary accurate, these alerts that I get the last few days. And then you measure, what did he did one more measurement. Maybe that was it. But anyways, maybe you measure from the, maybe he measured from the globe back to the row units when it's folded out. I don't recall. I was working on something else when that was going down. But yeah, sorry for the teaser. Hopefully, if it doesn't rain much, but boy, it looks like we're gonna get pounded. Maybe tomorrow afternoon, but I go back to work tomorrow night. Maybe Saturday. If nothing else, hopefully Monday. We'll get out of here. So I'm going to tighten down that pump. I'm going to pull this out of the way, and I'm going to I'm going to pull this over to the starter. Oh, I should show you guys. We got a new pump, or he got a new pump. You can see it there. It's sitting up there now, and there's one more other pump. So we got to get that ready to pump in starter into here, and the other one will pump 32, and get some seed in here and get it tucked away before it starts raining. So, oh yeah, look at to the south. Oh boy, we better get moving. Better get my act together. I gotta dump these 2 buckets into the tank here. All right, seed tender hooked up. No safety chains or lights or nothing, just doing it right here in the yard. And I'm gonna back it back in and unhook it. So, how this basically works, I'll probably get a video, maybe dump it in here, but you can see there's 2 different, chutes that it goes down. You have to break the zip tie, break the seal basically. You flip it to unlock, then you pull, and then the seed goes down in. You can control the flow there. You can also control your flow here with these gates. Which side you're gonna come from. These are the same variety, but we try to pull the equal amount, especially if you're gonna go on the road. You don't want more weight on one side if you take a corner. Obviously, it's a little top heavy, as you can imagine. So yeah, I'm gonna probably start this thing up, pick the planter up, pull forward, and just do it right here in the yard. And I turn my truck back on, and you run these cables. You run it off your battery of your truck here. That's how it runs. It's electric. Some of them are gas. This one's electric. It's actually pretty nice just having the truck. You don't have to worry about having gas in the motor or if it's gonna run. Not one less. Gas motors can be a pain sometimes. But the race is still on. It's starting to darken up. Felt a few raindrops. And then I think we got our talc powder. It's like a graphite basically, or maybe this is graphite. In these totes, they're taped shut. Helps the seed flow better. So there's no hang-ups. It just makes it better flow out of the planter nicer. So, all right, here we go. Well, I think the seed tender needs like a new solenoid or something. And it's just starting to sprinkle here, just starting to rain. I'm going to pull this in, and I'm actually going to take the mulch finisher and go work down those buffers quick, because they might be coming out to measure them tomorrow, and I don't want to drive around a lot of flags, and it'll be easy for them to drive their pickup. Oop, we're working on the air conditioning here. Let's see here. Transport. I think I rambled on too long doing the buffers and then the earlier planter stuff, that I'll make it 2 separate videos. This video here is the end of the planter video. I'm gonna pull. All right, I got interrupted there by a buddy on a phone call there, but anyways, I'm gonna post a picture of what the radar looks like now. You can't tell on video, but it's raining pretty steady right now, and glad that we didn't start planting. It would have been nice to maybe do a trial, but the seed tender had a solenoid go out on that we fixed. Now it's working again to be able to transfer seed, and you'll see in tomorrow's video, I'll do the mulch finisher videos tomorrow. I went it's acting up again with the throttle. That's a common problem with the 8970s, and it's anybody's guess on what is the issue with those. We've had Case out, we've had John Deere out, we've tried sensors, we've tried multiple things. It's frustrating trying to track down electronics things. Reading on a couple forums, there's a couple more things we can try tomorrow. Otherwise, I don't know if we'll be able to get to the bottom of the darn thing, but it was kind of throttling on its own, revving up, revving down. It was never done that to me before, so we're going to try to get to the bottom of that issue tomorrow. Obviously, we won't be planting right away in the morning. We're probably going to get a fair amount of rain. So with that, that's the end of this video. Hopefully I'll get it posted yet tonight. It's already 9 o'clock. Just getting home, and I will keep on posting as we go along here, if we can hopefully get in the field here in the next couple days. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night, be safe, and we'll check you later.